What should someone consume first thing in the morning? Well, I believe consumption goes beyond food, so I'll get into that, but I want to start with food. The first thing I would say is you want to consume protein, fiber, a little bit of healthy fat, and lots of nutrients. Okay, you can get some carbs there as well, but really you want to make sure you don't want to spike your blood sugar too much early in the morning. So what I tend to do every morning for breakfast is I will do a collagen superfood smoothie. And so I put in 1 scoop of bone broth protein. I put in a scoop of collagen. So I tend to get, and then I might even put in a little bit of plant protein. I try and get about 40 grams of protein first thing in the morning, and a mixture of muscle building proteins and collagen building proteins at about 40 grams, probably 20 and 20. The next thing I'll put in is some sort of berries. It'll be blueberries. I also like adding in sometimes goji berry powder or maki berry, some sort of super fruits in there. And by the way, I'm getting my protein. I'm getting loads and loads of nutrients and a little bit of carbs and fiber from the berries. And then I might add in something like just water or coconut milk if I want to get some healthy fats in. And on occasion, maybe I'll add in some super greens or a handful of spinach. But that's pretty much what I do almost every morning for breakfast. But the idea there is you want to get protein, fiber, and nutrients first thing every morning. And a few other examples would be you could do something like a small amount, like a half a cup of oatmeal with some walnuts and collagen and a side of eggs, or sweet potato hash with that you fry up or cook up in some coconut oil with some sea salt, and then do a couple eggs that are pasture raised there on the side. But what I tend to do in the morning again is do that superfood smoothie. It's so easy. Try and get those antioxidants and nutrients from the berries. Get some collagen and some good protein there as well. So that's what I would recommend for consumption in the morning. Then in terms of supplements, what I do a lot. I'm going to answer these more with longevity later, but there are certain things that I really try and get. And by the way, sometimes it depends on how I'm feeling. It depends on the year or the time of season, but I always try and get my supplements first thing. So according to Chinese medicine, your digestive system and absorption is the strongest first thing in the morning. And here's why. Your body has just been through a fasted state. So let's say maybe you're 12 hours fasted. You ate at 6 o'clock and maybe you're eating, or 7 o'clock or 6, and you're eating again at 6 or 7. So your body has 12 hours of sort of resting, recycling, healing. It's when your gut is typically the strongest and healthiest. It's also when you're going to tend to have maximum absorption according to ancient physicians. And so I tend to do almost all of my supplements in the morning. And it's also the time when people, I found with patients, they have the best compliance and they're the least forgetful. So first thing in the morning, and I tend to do, again, bone broth protein and collagen. I will tend to do some sort of herbals. I do a lot of turmeric. I do ashwagandha frequently as well as an adaptogen. I do a lot of reishi mushroom in my supplements, or a multi-mushroom mix. I tend to do a liver supplement or an organ blend of organs. And then I'll do some sort of maybe greens powder. And that's typically what I do. Now, on occasion, if I'm not getting much fish that week, I might do an omega-3 supplement. If it's the middle of winter, I'll probably do a vitamin D supplement. If I'm feeling like I need my bowels to move more, or I need some relaxation, I might do something like a magnesium or CBD. So it really just depends. If I'm not feeling the best, I might do some elderberry or zinc or astragalus. But generally speaking, what I just shared are probably the 5 to 7 things I do on a regular basis. Now, I also do some longevity supplements that have things like a pomegranate extract in them and resveratrol. But that's for the most part what I do for supplements. And I will mention some later on that sometimes I cycle in when it comes to longevity. Here's the other thing. So biggest things consumption-wise. I think you wanted me to answer the foods I eat and the supplements I take in the morning, and I did that. I also want to mention, though, I think there are other things that are vitally important in the morning, and for me, it's spiritual connection. I do every morning what I call my spiritual triathlon. I wake up in a state of gratitude saying, God, thank you so much for how blessed I am to have the incredible family I have, to have a roof over my head, to have helped me grow in my health the way that I've grown, to be blessed in a career that I love where I get to help people. So I spend time getting really grateful in the morning, and then I might read something, could be my Bible or spiritual growth book, and then I might spend some time praying or or meditating or while going on a walk. And so that tends to be sort of my thing in the morning, but I believe in connection to the spirit, to God in the morning. And then I believe in human connection. And so I love to give my baby girl a hug, my 3-year-old and my 10-week-old right now. I love to give my wife a hug and sort of human connection. One big hug in the morning helps nourish the soul. And then movement. That'd be the last thing that I try and really get in the morning is that and by the way, I try and always stay off social media in the morning. I try not to look at social media really until the afternoon. Now, sometimes because of work, I get on there and connect with you all and others. But overall, I really try and limit my social media. And in the morning, I will try and either I exercise or I will go for a walk. So like this morning, I'll just share with you my morning. Same thing. I woke up, did my spiritual triathlon. I woke up, said what I was grateful for, brushed my teeth. And then I walked downstairs and I did that superfood smoothie while reading my Bible devotional. And then I went to the gym and worked out. I got home, I hugged my wife, I hugged my daughter, and then I jumped into work. And then now I'm filming actually right now. So that's sort of what my day looks like. And then I'll try and walk. By the way, there's just great research on walking. Listen, if you are not exercising, any day you don't exercise, you should walk. And I would say doing just a brisk walk where you're just a little out of breath, where you can still talk, have a conversation. It's called zone 2 cardio. So if you can do that, where you're doing a brisk walk for 20 minutes a couple times a day, studies have shown it increases your longevity, so you'll live longer. It helps in balancing out blood sugar. It helps with numerous conditions. And so, but that's what your morning should look like ideally.